screen. Let me know you are able to see. Yeah, now tell me you are able to see my screen now.
Yes.
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 Okay. So guys, before starting like Power BI, okay. So I want to ask you one thing from you all, that what is actually Power BI and why we need into this industries right now. In right now, it's highly demanded. Okay. So why we need any thinking in your mind, Lakshmi? Everybody one by one.
Yeah. Power BI is a reporting tool. So we used to build the dashboards.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a cloud environment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Power BI will connect n number of data sources. So it would be that's why it should be very high demand in the market.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And but
Competitive
why?
with
But
Tableau.
why? But why it is very high right now? Power BI is why it is very needed. Right now we all work in Excel or any or other things we have uses. But why directly we have to just shift into Power BI?
It saves time, sir. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, easy to do it once we know the back all the deals.
Okay.
Saves time and simplified look of data.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Great. So guys, what we actually need into Power BI? See, right now in our industry when we work in Excel, okay, so in one Excel we have to do a task. Suppose in Excel we have taken some functions or some tasks, we have automation in Excel as well as, but in Excel we have a limited like sources or limited connection, because in Excel we have a limited type, limited rows, limited columns. But in Power BI we don't have any limit. It means in Power BI, suppose if we have any one Excel file, if we have any source like CSV file or any source like PDF or any source like cloud server or SAP or directly from server, company server, we can directly connect with company server. So it will impact our total industry in the financial sector or for all the data analytics sector. Suppose if we work in banking sector, okay, and we need like some what we need, yeah, if we need, suppose like some in banking sector we need total customer. Okay, every time we have to requirement of total customer changing day by day. So how can I do that? We have to use some tools into Power BI and connect to the banking server directly. So it will give us the picture, it will give us the complete picture of the view that we have total customer in that day 900, and out of this two customer are new joining or any other joining. So we have a total picture of the view. Like in my screen right now I have one, this is my cryptocurrency dashboards. Okay, so as you all know, cryptocurrency we have total of share markets. So in the share markets we have one types of stocks which is named as cryptocurrency. Okay, so we need that kind of presentation. This is our first project we are going to start today. Okay, so crypto price analysis is what? Suppose if I click on my this currency, if I click on my this currency, see data will be changing altogether directly. Okay, if I change to this currency, the all the data will be changed. See, if I change into this currency, all the data will be changed together one by one. Same way, if I go into my price information, see, we have all the currencies by data, gross price, final, 30 days, last day 30 price, how much percentage we have a changes, the last 180 days price, what is the last 180 days price, 365 days price, daily volume, total we have. So we have all these things into our data set. But how this report we have made in the background? See, total of I think we have 23 or 24 sheets we have. And why we need Power BI? First, I'm going to cover that point exactly. See, Power BI is not uh, same as Excel. Why? Because in Excel you have to work. In Excel you have to make the data, something raw data you have to make. But in Power BI, it is just a machine. Okay, machine like it is just like a your vehicle, two-wheeler or four-wheeler or any vehicle. So if we need vehicle to running, we need petrol. That is the reason if for Power BI we need source, and source name as different kinds of sources like Excel, CSV, your server. Okay, so that kind of things we need require. And now how to import that things. I'm going to create one new file. So how to create new file. So guys, this is our Power BI screen. In this, we have this option, get data. So when you click on this get data and see, there is a Power BI sources we have. Right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And when you click on this more function, you will get 100 plus sources to connectivity with the Power BI. You can connect 100 plus sources. And one by one, we are going to discuss what is the total 100% sources we have now. See, total we have 100 plus sources like Excel file. You can directly connect with any Excel or the n number of Excel. Means suppose if you have total number of 10 Excel, so you don't need to worry, you will connect all the Excels in this file. In this one, only one reports, all the Excel. Same way, CSV, it means suppose if you have combination, like one file is from Excel and one file is from CSV format, you can connect both the files together into just one reports. Same way, if you have any XML file, you have JSON file, folder. Suppose if you have a folder, and right now I'm just going to show you. See, this is my complete folder, and in this folder I have one, two, three. This is multiple files. Okay, we have total of multiple files. So if we need to connect all these files, we can choose this folder option. Same way, any PDF. Suppose if you have like bank statement, you all have bank accounts. Okay, every month and you have received your bank statements file, bank statement PDF file. Suppose if you want to connect your bank statement file into this Power BI, you can connect all the files together into PDF form, because in PDF form you have a tabular presentation in PDF form. What is your balance at the beginning and what is the transaction and what is the ending balance. So you can analyze your transaction one by one. What is your transaction for the one purpose or second purpose. Same way, this is the server point we have named Percusite, SharePoint, SQL Server, Access database. You can directly connect with Access. So I think most of the person asked me why we need to connect this Access database and what is the difference between Access and Power BI. So guys, Power BI is just your sources connectivity and Access is your connection sources. Suppose if you are in big company, the Access database means they have an Access database and to utilize all their data in the background to save in the same file. So it is Access, it is the main database of every company. So you can directly reach out to that Access database and then select particular area in which you need requirement. Suppose in Access database you have whole company data requirement, but if you are working with HR department, so you need only HR data. If you are working with some finance department, you need only finance data. If you are working with a production department, you need some purchase or production or raw material or work in progress, this kind of data. So you can just connect only those requirements, not to connect all these requirements into just one go. Okay, so every time you have to connect only those data which you have a requirement. But in Excel format, what you do in Excel format, you have a specific Excel file, production Excel file, sales Excel file, production your HR data Excel file, customer relationship Excel file. Suppose when you are in bank, okay, suppose if you go into bank sector and you have open a bank account, or suppose you purchase credit card, and after the credit card purchase, you every credit card transaction, after that you will get a one SMS into your phone. What is the SMS? That please provide the feedback on this transaction. Okay, they will ask you, and you have to say one is 1, 2, 3. You are rating out of 10. Suppose if you are rating 8, 9, 7, 6, this kind of rating you are giving. This is called as customer relationship, customer protection. So they can use the customer relationship with this SMS only, and they can analyze and build a visualization on the purpose of this. Okay, so same way we have different sources we have. See, these all are the sources. So guys, uh, first I want to ask you one thing. In your system, you all have this Power BI. desktop in your system, or you need to download right now?
No, I have Power BI.
Okay,
Yes,
have.
I have installed my Power BI.
Okay, so if you don't have, just go to your Microsoft Store. I will tell you how. See, in your store system, you can just open the Microsoft Store. Okay, and here you can just search Power BI Desktop, and then you can just install in your laptop, like Power BI. See, Power BI, you can just download this Power BI Desktop into your system, so that you are able to work on any reports. So this Power BI Desktop is a free version, guys. You can download, and not to log in, because if you have your official email ID, then only you can log in. If you have personal email ID, you cannot log in into Power BI Desktop, because it will ask you to log in with just professional or student email ID only. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you my, see, right now I'm also not logging. So without logging also you can work. If you log in, only when, suppose if you have professional email ID only. So right now I'm just logging, because I have my professional email ID. So guys, if you have any doubt in the meantime, like I'm going to tell you how to do that kind of task. If you have any doubt, you can directly ask me in the same portal. So let me- See, now I am able to log in with my premium account, because I have my premium account into Power BI. So now I am logging. See, this is my Power BI screen, and this area is known as reports view, in which you have to make your report on the basis of your data. And second things, here, suppose if you export your data in the form of Excel or connecting with any server, CSV, or any PDF file, your data located is here or prepared here. And third thing, we have a relationship model. So relationship model is, suppose if you connect multiple files, okay, then you have to analyze which file is dimension table and which file is fact table. So guys, what is actually dimension and fact? First, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to go into my project, and so, and in the relationship, see, in the relationship tab, I have my, one is crypto symbol, second is crypto portfolio, in which we have total number of all the detail of currencies. Okay, and third one is the dates table. So see, this crypto portfolio is a fact table, because in this crypto portfolio table we have all the things which we have total number of requirement, total number of things we have, and we have to analyze all the things. So we have this crypto portfolio, and in the date table it is a dimension table. Suppose in the crypto portfolio we have a date column, see, date column, this one. And when we connect this date to this date, it means your all the data is connected with this complete date range. Suppose if you want to uh, locate any data with, suppose, month name, you can connect with your month name, because right now we have connect with one unique value to the unique value of both the tables, but connection purpose is to that we have to analyze all these functions with all these data. So this is the connectivity in Power BI. Same way here also. See, in this crypto symbol, we have a symbol and here also we have symbol. So we have to connect this dim table to the fact table to analyze the data via symbol only. If you need to connect via symbol, then you have to connect via symbol only. So that is a requirement that the relationship we need relationship model, and relationship model is divided into two types. One is dimension table, second one is fact table, and then we have to connect one by one together all these things. And what kind of relationship we have, I will tell you in just a minute. Go. So now I am going to prepare my data. This is our blank file. Okay, and we have total number of sources. This is total number of sources we have, in which we have this is my folder. In folder I have total of these kind of sheets. So I'm just, suppose if you have knowledge about Excel, if you have knowledge about Excel file, so if you combine all these files together into just one file, so how to do? You have to write multiple coding into your Excel background, and then you can just combine all these files into just one go. But in Power BI, you don't need any coding. Power BI write a coding for you. How? Go to this Power BI screen, get data, and there is a second two or three option. Either you can use via this get data option, or there is an option here, transform data. So you can click on this transform data, and there is an option of transform data. So new window is open into Power Query, because same window will open in Excel also. If you have knowledge about Excel, little bit Excel, you can use Power Query Excel, Power Query editor in Excel also, Power Query editor in Power BI also. And this screen is known as Power BI kitchen. Kitchen means, suppose you have data, and right now in this file we have all the data with the complete formatting, so we don't need to do any formatting with the data. But suppose if your data is not managed properly, or not clean with the background, not clean in the server, suppose some column is blank, some column you don't need. Okay, so you can delete those column, delete those rows which you does not requirement, because in Power BI we have to only reallocate those column or those rows which we need for our project. Because Power BI, suppose if you taking unwanted column into your data, it will increase your file size, and it is a problem of hanging. It is a problem of hanging, because suppose if you need not need to that column, why you need this? You can just delete or remove or hide from this kitchen tab, because Power BI we have a kitchen tab, so we can do multiple things. And now this is my new source. So you can just click on this new source here, and right now my all the file in the CSV format, but you cannot select the CSV because you have all the files in the folder, and in folder you have multiple Excel file. If you connect only one Excel file, then you can choose this CSV or one Excel. But if you have folder, you can just click on this more tab. Okay, so let me just click on more tab and see. You can select your complete folder name, complete folder, and just connect. And now it will ask you, either you have two options. First, either you can directly go to your folder personally and copy your path, from here. Either you can paste, or you can directly browse that whichever path you have all the files. If you have pasted, you can directly paste it here. See, my path is pasted, and now if I click on OK, and see, it will directly go to that folder, select all the CSV file, and it will give you the option. See, go to that folder, select all the files in the all the files format what we have, and now we have an option here. First is cancel. If you select wrong path, you can just go to this cancel button. Second thing, transform data. Transform means your all the files will be transformed into Power BI, but one by one. It means going first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. But if you combine all the files into just one file, then you have a different option, combine and transform. Combine and transform means all the files are combined into just one and then transform into Power Query. So you can select this option and see what is the impact now. This is Power BI is written some query background automatically. You don't need to write any query for this purpose. You can just click on this OK and see your all the files will be written together and combined together and just transform into Power Query. See, right now there is a no any query, but now all the files will be together. And see, this is your query editor function, which is Power BI written, not you, Power BI written. Okay. See, this is parameter. This parameter is written by Power BI, don't by you. Okay. So that is the main reason to using a Power BI. That in Power BI you can use combining also, transform also. Suppose if your one file is like left from here, so you can no need to connect file again and again. You just click one file and paste it over in this folder, one file and paste it in this folder, and then you have a here refresh preview. Then your all the files will be connected together. You don't need to do the task again and again to combine and transform. You just need to put that complete file into that folder, paste it, and then just refresh all. Your file will be ready for location. And now I'm going to show you in this cryptocurrency dashboard source name. If you connect over there, load more, see your all the files will be combined into just one file. Coin first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 22 or 23 maybe. Okay, so we have total of 23 files. And see, right now we have total of 23 files. But if you want to analyze only 5 coins, only 5 sheets, so you can just unselect and select only 5 sheets. Suppose if you need to work only these 5 sheets, these 5 coins you have to analyze, because your company is asking you no need to analyze all the 23 currency, only analyze 5 currency. The name is Bitcoin, Cardano, Chainlink, this kind of. Okay, so you can directly go to this transform query editor, then you can select only those files and click OK. It means this will give you the only those data which you have selected. And see, when you select anything, your steps recorded here, filter row. It means you have knowledge about that what you do what you do in past right now. So see, what you do in past, you select only Bitcoin value, Cardano, Chainlink, Cosmos, and crypto coins. Only this 5 file you have selected right now. So your all the queries written into background. And see what is the query written. This is the coding of this query in Excel VBA. Suppose if you learn in Excel VBA, you have to write this query by your own with the typing. But in Power BI, you have to just using your mouse and all the query written by Power BI directly. You don't need to write any query. So that is the reason that some person asking me that we need SQL query, SQL knowledge about Power BI. That is the reason why we learn into Power BI. I am telling you that no need to SQL in the starting of the Power BI. Yes, we need, but not in the starting of Power BI. When you are working 2 or 3 years in Power BI, then you need SQL query. Then you familiar with the SQL query. Because suppose if you need to write any coding and modify any coding, you need SQL query. But if you have knowledge about my Power BI and you have knowledge about that mouse click or your presentation or your like your practice is complete good, now you need SQL. But in the beginning, you need SQL. It is not necessary. Okay, so now we have filtered it out. Suppose if you filter it out any we have filtered it out by source name. And if you remove this, suppose one better way into Excel comparison with the Excel or Power BI, suppose if in Excel, if you select particular coins and deleted all the rows, deleted all the rows, then you cannot those rows back into your folder. But in Power BI, you have to do like earlier, you have select 5 coins. Same way, after 1 hour, suppose your manager or your concerned person tell you that please unselect this coin and select this coin. So you can select in Power BI, but in Excel, how to do? In Excel, you have to work. Sorry, in Excel, you have to work with past. Go to again, transform those file only which you have requirement. But in Power BI, you just need to unselect those file and select other file. It will give you the complete presentation. And now, if you unselect all these files, suppose if you select 5 and now you need manager asking you, no, you can complete 23 analysis. So you can choose either select all or you can go to into this and unselect this. So it means your all the points will be selected together now. Okay, so this is Power BI Kitchen. You can done any of the formatting into this, any of the things you have to do. So now we have all the cryptocurrency files into my one file. Okay, and now I am going to delete this column because see this column why we need, because we have cryptocurrency name and symbol in the separate column. This is the CSV path column, so I don't need that column. So you have options, right click over here, either you can remove that column or you have go to this remove column and select remove column. So this column is removed and see the step is recorded here. So your all the steps you have to perform with this query editor, all the steps recorded here. And now this is your cryptocurrency dashboard. So if you write it here as crypto portfolio, I can write it here as crypto portfolio uh, data, crypto portfolio data. So guys, this is our main data. So suppose in future, if you do some formatting with your data, so we don't want that your main data will be changes or any changes into your main data. So I am going to do one task in which we cannot uh, we cannot do any formatting with this main data. We have copied this file into this Power BI multiple and changes on this file. Don't need to change this main file. This is our main data. So if I click on there, right click, and I am going to move this main file into new group and I write it here as tagging query. You can write any other name. I'm just writing stacking query. It is not a compulsory name. So stacking query means this is my main data and I'm going to right click over there again. And here is the option of enable loads. Enable load means I don't want to load this data into my Power BI. I am going to load another reference data. So I'm just hide this, see, unselect this one. So it means when I close and apply to my data, this file never be loaded into Power BI view. Only Power BI background this file is available, but not in Power BI view. Okay, so for this, I am going to do right click and there is a reference. Reference means I need duplicate file. See, reference means I need duplicate file and this is my duplicate file. And for this, I am going to into new group, name as data model. This is my working model. So data model. So in data model, this is my main file copy file. So I'm just change it the name crypto portfolio. Not data because data is the main file. This is my reference file. And this is my total of fact file, crypto portfolio. But I need one more file, one more for dimension table. So I'm just clicking on this and reference and my new file is ready. And now I just transfer into data model and the name as I write it here as symbol. Crypto symbol. So now we have all the two files together, and all the two files are same. Nothing is different, but we have to modify. We have to modify all this file together. See, in the crypto portfolio, we have serial number. Okay, we need name and symbol. And same way, in the symbol tab also we have name, symbol, and all the data. So I'm just clicking on these two column, this column, and second one is this column. We need only these two column into my symbol model, into my symbol table, and don't need other column. So you have an option. You can go to this, remove other column. Other column is selected column is there, other column is deleted. Okay, other column. See now, query is written now. Into this, you have written this query, table dot select dot column source name and symbol only. We don't need complete table. So this is my dimension table of my currency data, and this is my crypto portfolio data. This is my crypto portfolio data. It's a complete view, and this is my crypto symbol data. But we have done one more thing. In this file, we have a duplicate value, but in the dimension table, we don't have any duplicate value. Dimension table, we have a unique number of value, and fact table, we have a duplicate or total number of transactions. So I'm just clicking on this name, right click. There is an option here to remove duplicate. You can directly click on this remove duplicate. So you have total of 20 thread currency. And if you go into your folder, see one, if you select all this, 23 currency you have. Okay, and size is 4.54 MB. And now in the Power BI, see, you have total of 23 currency. So your one file will be transferred into just one row. That is the main impact of this Power BI. Okay, and see, I'm going to show you one more thing. In the view tab, okay, in the home, right now we have home tab. So in, guys, one more thing. Yeah, so guys, meeting is over in just 3.51 seconds. So when this meeting is over, you can directly connect with same link after this. Okay, because meeting is for just 40 minutes only, so you can connect after these 3 minutes. Suppose if meeting is disconnected automatically, so no need to worry, you can connect this meeting again. Okay, okay, or any doubt?
Okay.
Yeah, no
Connect
doubt,
back.
Harsh.
Yeah, and guys, if you have any doubt till now, you can ask me that why we have to load unload this main file and copy this file again and again. Why? Any doubt into your mind?
No doubt, Harsh.
Okay, so
So
this is
what you're trying to create is, so here the crypto portfolio data is there. So you wanted to create one dimension table, one fact table.
yeah,
That's why you created the two one, right? Crypto
right.
symbol and crypto portfolio.
Right. That's great. And see why we have to separate this file. Suppose if you have changes, suppose if in this file, if you have changes, suppose something wrong, so you can just go to this file again, reference, and then you can select. So it will impact that your working is safe. What is I am going to say that your working is safe. If you unselect those column or select wrong file or make some wrong calculation, you can go to this file and working again. It is working safe that your connectivity again and again. Okay, so this is my main data. And now when you click on these two files, see it is enable load. So this file is loading. It is enable load. This file is also loading. So I have these two files, and now I am going to load this file into Power BI. Close and apply.
So sorry, one question. You created, I mean, crypto portfolio data. So whenever you change, so by default, it will change in the two files.
Yeah, definitely. Suppose if I change anything into main data, these two files will
Okay.
automatically change. You don't need to do anything for these two files. Let me show you.
Got it.
Okay, so this file, and now see all the files loaded 37.08 row. And now your only two files is loaded into Power BI view, only two. not the 3, because in the background we have a 3, but loaded only 2, because we have enabled load for 2 file, not for third file. If I click on this third file, suppose if I change on this main data, suppose if I don't need in the name, let me show you. If I don't need this Cardano, click on this OK, and just click on this refresh all, and see in the symbol you have 22. Out of 23 you have 22, because if you change anything into your main data, all these two files will be changing, because we have a reference from these two files. Okay, so that is the reason that we have to select all the files together.